Hey, good morning. Cheers. Mm. Oh my, coffee's good. Yep. Had a pretty heavy frost last night. Rough. I went out front and the entire car is covered in about an inch thick of frost. Well, maybe not an inch, good half inch though, of frost. So frost today and partly cloudy and sunny today. So frost last night. It won't stick around long. But I have been planting, so I'm like, ooh, yuck. Oh, yeah. Spring has sprung on southern Vancouver Island, but we had a frost last night. Cheers, good morning. Hit that thumbs up while you're here, on your way out, on your way in, or not at all. Oh, whoa. Here we go. Reactions. What's reactions? Popo chat, moderation activity, timestamps. Okay. But yeah, a bit of frost. It was unexpected, but not surprising totally. But the frost, it's March 10th today, I think. Monday. Yep. Yep. Cloudy with 2 Celsius at the moment and sunny. So that's interesting. 6:20 a.m. So I'm out of here by 9. Gotta do some work. Going to a birthday party. Gonna paint a little bit today. Well, good morning, Berna. Hope you're doing well. I can hear my little dog going. "Urp, urp." I've already fed him breakfast. I don't know if you're hearing him on here or not. Come on, my boy. Come on. Come over and say hello. He'll sit in his basket for a while. So, what's your weather there, Verna? Hope your weather's good as is here. Pretty thick frost this morning. I was up late last night spackling. There was wherever you put up a picture or hang a painting or whatever, you have to put a little pinhole there. So I was doing that last night when I could not sleep. Not really. Your camera is angled too high. Oh. How's that? Is that better? Handsome little devil. 31 Fahrenheit when I took Lucy out, going to be near 70 today. Interesting. Wow. Much. Next month it'll be apple and pears in bloom. Right now they're not in bloom here, but that frost last night, that's a pretty sketchy thing when you see heavy frost like that. I was hoping that didn't happen. I might, if it continues like that, I'm going to cover up my citrus. I don't want any damage. I like them to keep producing. I uppotted my yuzu lemon and my calamondin. The leaves curled a little bit. And I'm like, what? Yeah, thin sheet over your citrus. Yeah, I don't need much. Just to keep that heavy frost from freezing the leaves. I didn't think it would anymore. It's March 10th now. By April, there's no more frost here by April. Mostly it's no more frost by March, but winter showed up late this year. Mother Nature's unpredictable. But, yeah. But I jump on for an hour today on YouTube, say hello. Weather's unpredictable due to man's. Well, it's a finite place, that's for sure. I mean, we're all on this little rock spinning through the Milky Way at tens of thousands of miles an hour. Some people believe there's, someone steering the planet, and others believe it's flat. And it's an interesting, eclectic bunch of earthlings' beliefs. I'm more of a Carl Sagan type guy. But there's things that are happening on this planet that is not healthy for it. That's for sure. But nature's resilient. It's very resilient, nature. I like my glass mug. I only drink out of glass now. I refuse to drink out of plastic or paper with PFAS on it or wax or whatever. I'm not doing it. Nice French press. Boom. All glass. It accumulates. The microplastics and if you want to cleanse, that's great, but try to stop it from entering your body best you can. Eat lots of greens, tons of greens. Eat lots of broccoli, fiber, burdock root. That's a really good one. Anything high fiber like Canadian sunchokes or Jerusalem artichokes, or I think they're pretty much the same thing. There may be slightly variants there. I have to dig a bunch of them out today. I'm going to put them in my crisper. I'm going to do a little 1 weeker of they have inulin in them. It's a soluble fiber that just loves to grab toxins, and they're really good detoxify you. Really good. Fiber is so important for detoxification. As soon as you wake up, if you can, drink. First thing I do is I squeeze a lemon in water. But before you even cut that lemon, wash it in warm water, and pretty good too for like a minute underneath hot warm water, and then dry it your hands, and then handle lemon, cut it then, because there's a shellac and there's wax, aruba wax, all kinds of crap put on food to preserve it, to make the money. I mean, it's like you open up a package of Ritz crackers 2 years later, you open them up and they still smell great. There's something wrong with that. Or bread, if you're buying bread. I don't buy bread, but it never molds. Why? Really? It's not that salty in there. Nature's so resilient. Yeah, it's all the pollution. Yeah. Nature's so resilient that I gotta move my magnifier, that the next major extinction could very well be man. Well, we're in the 6th largest extinction right now known to man. And that's been going on a while, like easy 20 years. But I mean, the butterfly population in North America just dropped by 20%. the messenger there is don't kill the messenger, but also that message is slightly inaccurate. I mean, the message was it was the United States of America, but North America and South America, there's a huge decline in butterfly. I used to see big swaths of them come in the spring after the melt. You don't see that anymore. You might see one here, one there. But it just goes to show that this planet is in a little bit of trouble. So enjoy yourself and hurry up and enjoy yourself. Did I mention enjoy yourself? You get wrapped up in stuff pretty bad. All you can do is prevention. Prevent your soil from being contaminated. Prevent your air from being contaminated. Prevent your water from being contaminated. There's a lot of Earth Warrior type things going on there in them few sentences, that's for sure. You don't see anything we saw as children, no. And we're in the 6th largest extinction known to man. I think I mentioned that. And that's pretty harsh to realize that that's what's going on. That's very harsh. But it's Monday morning and 6:30 a.m. here in the Pacific. And out east it'd be 9:30. In the Midwest it'd be 8:30. Yep. It'd be just coming evening in Africa, in Australia, England, it'd be just afternoon. Yep. All these time zones. It's interesting. Howie, we could really get into deep conversation. Would confuse the heck out of most, so I will behave. Oh no, let her rip. What are you going to do? Just discussion about a concern, kind of. Don't get too wrapped up in something. I see that a lot. Folks get all wrapped up and freak out. And I'm like, well, obviously you can't tell them anything. Try to help people with information, right? Like just give them good information. And that's it. My message is to make soil. Look after your soil. Well, I mean, there's nothing else. Good morning, oops. Yeah, look after your soil. That's what it comes down to is how you look after your microbes in the soil, and is there healthy mycelium in it? Superhighway of nutrient delivery. Plants communicate, hey. We're not the only intelligent species. Many things are intelligent, many entities. Oops. Hello. I know the mood I'm in. I could easily become a mankind hater this morning. Wow. That tells me you fear what humans are doing. There's a message there in between the sandwich. And, it's what you can do about anything, right? What can you do about it? Right? What are you going to do about it? And unfortunately, that's there's not much scruple in the world. Never really has been. I mean, we're all fed of history that's BS. So, and then what you're fed on the nightly news, what you're fed in your community, that's just like it's all a racket. The entire planet's a racket now. Well, always has been. It's how much they could take from the free world or whatever was thought of. We are the most egotistical being for sure. Oh, yeah. Well, you try to get rid of that ego. A lot of people hang on to it, and that's what gives them their your endorphins when you get a release. That's your ego. You're carrying around your ego. It's a pain body. And people don't even know. They go from cradle to grave thinking that shit. Oh, yeah, bad humans. Oops, yeah. You're bad. Well, we're all born innocent until we're basically learn a trait, and then it's off from there. You know, history is written by victors by the buck. Yeah, well, it's what you want to program to control, and smart people know that. You know, so letting go of the ego is a big thing where you're not to do it. You have to stop using words of ownership, like say this car is mine. That's a big ego. So when you say, oh, we're in a car share program, we share the car with everyone, that's way more creative. Oh, CR, we said creative. Yeah, we're the most. Yep. Yep. Scotty, good morning. Hey, Scotty. I'm just gonna grab another coffee and trying to wake up. Yeah. Oh, oh my, that's good coffee. I like that organic coffee, hey. Vase says I'm being bombarded by loud machine noise right now. Just adds fuel to my mood. Yeah, my machine that takes out all the nitrogen out of the air. So I have pure oxygen. It takes out all the dust and everything that I breathe in my room and where I sleep, and it's so bloody loud. I'm thinking I'm putting a rubber dampener underneath it, and talking to the salesman soon. What are you doing about the noise here? I pay them a lot of money for clean air, but it's no good to have clean air if you can't bloody well sleep. I have a problem with color control. Yeah, well said. Oops. They have to before they can control. Yeah, I've noticed the past month I haven't seen any chemtrails, and I'm like, what? Obviously the funding's been pulled or something. And I thought, well, maybe that's a good thing. Maybe the butterfly population will come back. But it's interesting. Yeah. Yeah. It's I like the free and freedom, right? You in my fiefdom, I like freedom. But what are you going to do to have that freedom? That's the critical thinking. What are you going to do? And thank you, everyone, for that all the thumbs up. That's lovely. We're still getting trails heavy here. Well, maybe they're on a budget and it runs out next year. I don't know. But I haven't seen any for a month here. And I always go and have a look. And I did see a couple of planes, but it was normal. That's not it didn't stay there. It just came out the back for a little bit. It was just the heat from the aircraft. But I've seen them crisscross like a snakes and ladders game. Excuse me. Pardon me. Sorry. You betcha. Oops. Oh, yep. We're still getting trails heavy here. Not here. I haven't seen one for a month. I'm like, wow. Freedom is a freaking illusion. Easy, Vay. Have some more coffee. You're telling the truth. The thing about the truth is, it's some people want to hear it, some people don't want to hear it, some people don't have the correct discernment about it. They either have hate or fear. Well, hate. Well, fear is the opposite of hate. Whatever. They don't like it and they're scared or whatever the reaction is. It's reactionary when you bring news of this is not so good or this is really good. I mean, it's a 50-50. Truth can set you free, though. That freedom could be death. Yep, absolutely. Mm. My, oh my. Yep. Interesting stuff. Freedom. What do you have freedom to do? Well, when you have to buy a piece of the planet to live on, there goes a lot of your freedom right there. There goes a ton of freedom. I live in Luangan territory here, First Nations territory. They're pretty cool. They go fishing and hunting still here. And a lot of other nations up and down the coast, all the way to Alaska, they still fish and hunt and live in freedom. They don't have a mortgage. They don't have a, they're not allowed to mortgage their land. So, they have a little more ability. They don't have to go work to pay the mortgage or work and pay the bill. So then you're out of the now when you do that, when you're slave to money or an organization or a cult. That's the big one, right? Oops says back in the early 90s is be out on the river and the scene was crystal clear. Now there's a fog on the ground where you can only see a few miles or so from Spray Falls to ground. Interesting. I have to reread that. Oops. Back in the rain is to be out on the river. Yeah. I loved going building a log raft and going down a river. That was great fun. A little dangerous, but people come looking for you when you're a kid. I always grabbed the pontoon boat and just hit the river. And where you end up, there's always some civilization. Autocorrect screw me up. That's okay. the planet is it's different wherever you are and whatever zone you're in. If you're in a electro smog, well, that's kind of part of it. But even when you buy it, how you don't own it, the government can still take it away from you. Well, you know what? I belong to the planet, and if someone wants to throw up a big flag and say, this is mine now, I can look at you as a narcissistic, sociopathic psycho. In some cases, not all. Some people buy land to preserve it and have an eco village on it. Some. I know that feeling. It's not all. We're all destined to leave this planet one way or another. You can't stop what's going to happen. You can stop and pay your taxes, or you can stop and not pay your taxes. It's a guaranteed that whatever you're worth, the tax man's going to try to take when you're dead. That's why some smart people do a living will. There's ways around this system in play, but just remember, they're a serious cult that runs this world. They're very serious, and they have ways of doing things that you and I wouldn't think of, because they've been screwing people for a long time. Like using religion to send people off to kill other people, like in wars. I got some serious issue with that. Are you on a cairn? I have my best friend making a cairn. I think it may even already be made. And where they're throwing my ashes, it'll say, "Don't be naive, gullible, nor stupid." That's all it's going to say. Here lies Howie. And my favorite fishing spot. So that's it. That's all I'm leaving the world. and make soil. That's about it. I've got a couple dollars, so I'm leaving it to the SPCA and the Women in Need store. You know, that's all I'm doing with whatever my legacy is to make soil, Pathway Soil Bank. So it's what you leave the world, in a better place than you found it. That's all you can do. Kindness, goodness. That's free, hey? Living on the planet's not free unless you're an animal or a plant. Dog doesn't pay. Humans pay to feed the dog. Monkey doesn't pay. He climbs through trees and gets food. Okay? The planet won't last. It simply won't. Nothing, unless it's in tune with nature and there's a balance, it'll go forward. But with the present rate, it's not going to last. It may last 20, 30, 40, 50, 100 years. I mean, there's a reason why Elon Musk wants to go to Mars, or Richard Branson's going in, or Jeff Bezos is going into space with their rocket ships and stuff. They know it's coming. Do you want to be here when the mob shows up? Or do you want to just be, oh, look at all the little ants down there? I mean, I think it's pretty funny when people go, oh, Elon Musk, he's going to Mars, or Jeff Bezos or Richard Branson, they're going out into space. That's all great and all, but you better all realize why they're doing it. And I mean, like Elon Musk, I mean, he's a pretty heavy dude with a lot of money. But I mean, he was a box maker when he was 15, and now he's controlling rockets. Okay, how does that happen? Let's see what Vay is saying. I know that feeling. Yep. Yay. But then the chemtrails, air pollution, and asteroids. Yeah. Yeah. All you can do is your best, Vay. Heck, even religion was invented to control the masses. Absolutely. I mean, look at Pontius Pilate. He looked over and seen everybody hooking up with Jesus, and he wasn't in a church, Jesus. He was just blessing people and healing them up, putting mud on their eye and stuff with a lot of vitamin A in it. And I mean, he was really here. He was a healer. So Pontius Pilate goes, oh, look at that. They're all lining up. Well, we need one of them religions too. And that goes through. And I mean, it just doesn't end. It's a way of business, and it's for commerce and warfare. These huge religious places and organizations. I mean, people have their name carved on a pew where they sit from cradle to death. Whoa, you're special, huh? Maybe he is maybe. Who knows what people are? People are just humans. Wrong how even animals pay sometimes with their lives. Oh, well, of course. Right? That's a dead given. Either other way, anything that happens on this planet is accumulative. Let's take my diabetes, for instance. I ate what I wanted. Well, that's accumulative, where you're just running the crap out of your pancreas. So it's kind of the same as whatever you do on the planet. If you want to do whatever you want, and it disrupts the ecosystem, then the biology there is not correct, whether it's underground or above ground, or inside people and whatnot. It's wrong. It's off. It's unbalanced. And I mean, we have enough plastic in the ocean to. I mean, there's schools of fish that now depend on it to lay eggs. Mother Nature will eventually win one way or another. Well, let's hope so. I mean, I can look at the red planet and go, sure, there's a couple of worms and microbes down near a vent somewhere, but I'm not a microbe and I'm not a worm. Yep. Yep, totally, hey. but it's a cumulative, you know, toxins and abuse, and to break the chain of toxins and abusing the planet and yourself or others is to break the chain, man. Just, you know, try to start up the old limbic system so you have some discretion. Mother Nature has an amazing ability of coming back. There's been a food forest maker in India. He would put together giant elephant patties of dung and put seeds and plants in there, and then he just kept going. He grew a forest. Finally, tigers and lions showed up, Bengal tigers and stuff, and monkeys, and all the creatures, big and small, just showed up. And so it can be reversed, but once you're gone past the point where, you know, it's just been abused so much that it can't reverse, because the big thing is the biology underneath the soil is really bad. Like the mycelium is really bad in the city or in an industrial area or commercial area. They're there to make money. They don't care about the mycelium outside the door. No. That sure is darn good coffee. I think Dr. Paula Ruffin's on. We should go and see. I don't know. Maybe. She usually goes live. Streamed 45 seconds ago. Oh no. I knew it was around 6 or 6:30 or so. I think it was 6:30. She only stayed on for 19 minutes. Too bad. It says reset Monday, brain fog, and hormones. Very smart lady to listen to. We miss her. Yeah, we missed her. Yeah, I saw that. I should have rated. So I'm always either too early or too late. Really great human being, really, you know, healing folks and helping folks with good knowledge, and well grounded and grounded earthling, a rare treat. Yep. I don't know how to drop a link. I can barely turn on a computer. I never learned any technology. Sorry. It's all good. It's yeah. You can drop her link. Go over, say hello. Super intelligent human being that cares about others. Whoa. I wanted it, laugh out. Oh, it's Dr. Paula Ruffin. And you'll go right to her channel. It just ended about a minute ago. I missed it again. Sometimes I I do make it there and I just watch the, excuse me. I just watch the show. Yeah. Sometimes it's best just to watch everybody. I get kind of lazy and my hands don't move if I've been gardening, and I'm like, I'm not punching any numbers or letters or anything. I get lazy. But she is a great human being and worthwhile to go and follow and learn and join in. She'll answer any question. Yep. If I'm ever out east, I'll drop by and say hello. You never know where you are tomorrow. Yep. There you go. You got it, babe. Smart. Looked like she was continuing her journey on educating people about the plastics. It gets into your food supply so easily. PFAS too. It's a chemical that's sprayed on from parchment paper to your chip bag. Going to have a cheesecake party this evening. Yeah, that's nice. I can't do infused. It messes with my blood pressure meds. I have to be very careful. I'm on like 5 different kinds just to keep the blood pressure down a little bit. I have sleep apnea, so it just goes wild at night. I mean, just freaking wild. But I have an oxygen machine. I can't do the smoke. Yeah, I smoke a salmon once in the morning. That's it. I don't smoke anymore during the rest of the day. And that really helps with my vision. Sounds silly, but hey, yeah, silly. Yep. A lot of the stuff I planted was coming up. A lot of the bulbs. I'm wondering what that frost did last night. That was a cold frost. It was like about this thick on the car when I went and looked at it. And thank you kindly for the thumbs up. Oops, Faye, do you have a cheesecake party every day? I bet she does. Yeah. And Gear. Well, good morning, Mr. Gear Gridden. 19. Always a pleasure. Vay's place. No, oops, laugh out loud. I don't enjoy every day. Well, I enjoy every day. If I can get another day, I'm freaking lucky, man. So I like to do my hobbies, and it's always interesting. I ran out of Barbasol, my shaving cream, a couple of weeks ago. I guess I'll grow a beard. Oh my God, babe, take it easy. I think the piece I ate lasted me 2 days with the effects. Yeah. There's receptors in your brain there. If you keep on lighting them up, well, you can get a little groggy after a while. Good to see you, Gear. Hey, Gear, do you have infused cheesecake? Loopy? Oh, well, no, Loopy's, that's a very broad field there, Loopy. But it's waking up and knowing that you're in the now, and that brain fog, and that was one of the things Dr. Ruffin I noticed was on her name of her live stream, I think. She had one the other day like that too, but I didn't say anything. I ended up coming in late there, mid to late. But I plan on watching some cool channels when I leave YouTube on March 15th. When I want to go and see something, I will. But I'm restructuring my time around electrosmog. It'll be, 3 times a year. I plan on going live 3 times a year, cutting YouTube way back. I've been on here for 10 years, and I'm not complaining because I've learned a lot, met some really great people. So, there's the positive, right? Veyo Lupia, not groggy, Howie, awake. I never met a cheesecake that I didn't like. About to make some bacon and egg sandwiches in a bit. Oh, yeah. Take a nap and make reservations for our vacation. Nice. Apparently, I'm going fishing this summer, some pretty cool spots. So that'll be neat. I'm going to go get another coffee. Seeing I've got the gift for Gab this morning, and I'm not all foggy because I'm using my glass not using painted terracotta fired and oh, so lucky to go fishing. Well, not really. I think I only went like not very many times last year, but I did get fish. But I'm just gonna go myself, go fishing. I really like going fishing just by myself. Just you know. But the problem with that is here in British Columbia, you should have someone else with you, especially when you're catching fish. Bears show up. I've thrown my fish away before when I've seen a bear show up, especially mama and the kids or whatever show up, or they're fishing there. I used to fish as a form of meditation. Nice, right on. Fishing sounds like a good time. Not sure if I remember how to fish. You won't forget. There's no way to forget how to fish. I'm sitting surrounded by 5-gallon jugs of water all to my left, behind me, and to the right. I'm like, wow. Then I go into my bedroom and it's all water. I like fishing by myself, stay all calm and quiet. Yeah, when I go steelheading, I catch the most steelhead because I arrive just before daylight and then I throw my line into the river. I fish several different ways. I like the river action where you bring the K3 wobbler lure up by the steelhead and it hits it, or cutthroat, whatever, cut bows, salmon, they all do it. That's a lot of fun. I like when I'm fishing. I used to fish yeah. Okay. I like when I'm fishing with people that dread cleaning their fish, so they give them to me. Isn't that something that I've seen that often? Actually, people go out fishing. They just want to go fishing. I've been given fish lots of times like that. I like fishing by myself, stay all calm and quiet and peaceful. Absolutely. Yeah. It's beautiful. When my husband was alive, I would fish, catch, and clean, but he had to cook it. Ah, exactly. Oops. Fishing is a meditative thing for sure. Absolutely. Yep. It's the 10th of March, 2025. Wow. This year I'll be doing a lot of fishing, but I'll be giving away most of the fish. I'm not transporting them back home. That costs a lot of money. I'll eat some, I'll cook some on the beach. I do that every year. Have a big scoff on the beach. Right now it's clamming, oysters, and mussel season because it's still cold. Wasn't going to do all the work, had to give him a chore. He would not fish, but would be happy watching me fish. Yeah. If you eat a little bit of everything, that's your best bet. Don't eat the same fish from the same area all the time. The further you're away from industrial civilization and the population, the better off you are for doing anything foraging wise or fish trapping. It's best, right? Yep. Around here, can't fish. The fish isn't safe. I get it. I totally get it. Like I said, you don't eat a lot of fish anywhere near civilization at the same spot all the time. You got to move around and limit its quantity. That's about all you can do. You can't stop buffoons that pollute the land, right? You just it's almost impossible, but always try your best, and that's all you can do. There's nothing else to get all wrapped up in. Why get all wrapped up into something you can't solve? Yeah, it doesn't happen often that you see a lot of pollution, but it does happen. Here, they just a couple, 3 years ago, maybe even more now, maybe 4 years ago, they stopped dumping the sewage here into the sea here, the Salish Sea. Yep. It's and now now it's a little even more messed up in my opinion, because they do tertiary treatment and they take out all the sludge. And last time I heard, like a couple years ago, they were trucking it over to the mainland and putting it in an incinerator. And I'm like, this stuff never stops. But now I heard they're dumping it up above our water supply. I'm like, it just doesn't stop. And the only thing you can do is your best, and that's look after yourself and your community or your village. Do your best you can in the face of any adversity. That's a toughie, man. You got all kinds of, depending where you live. You live in a rich area, nobody wants to know you, and then everybody wants to know who you are in your private life, but they don't want to know you. They don't want to be friends with you, but they want to know everything about you to sell your information. And lots are doing it. Lots. Wasn't going to do all, yep, around here can't, yep. Bay says, that is the problem here, Howie. They dump the waste here in Miami River. Yeah, it's a problem everywhere. And the only thing the regular Earthling has is a placard, and show up and to the person that's doing that, and to their living room outside their house with the placard, you're polluting the land. And you might get some people changing their ways. You might. Other than that, you don't have any recourse. I mean, the news is all fake, really. Not that I'm quoting anybody, but I seen that years ago, like 30, 40, 50 years ago. I seen that it was a program. You'd even get a program in the mail for you to watch. Well, we all knew the difference of that in my family. We knew it was all BS. We liked to watch the weather, and that was about it. That is the problem. Yep. Gear Gridden. I worked on a fishing resort for over 8 years. You'd be surprised at how many couples the husband doesn't fish but supports the ladies fishing. Cool, hey? Gear Gridden 19. Ask a guy, what are you going to do? Read a book? He said, actually, I am. I'm like, oh, cool. What are you reading? Read a book and watch your better half clean fish. I always joke with people. Do you know how to clean fish? And every fish cleaning is different. There's no two fish the same. You're deboning, taking off slime stuff that turns rancid right away, or you're vacuum packing, or you're catching fish to leave on your hook for a bigger one to eat. That's what I like to do. I like to, you see those little cods and stuff? Oh, put him right back down there. All of a sudden, boom, boom, boom. It's like, oh yeah, you're not supposed to do it, but you can't help it if something bites your hook. It's up to you how long you take it off. I mean, and if there's no quota on it, there's no rules, so just put it back down there. I've seen a lot of old fishermen do that here, and they get big halibut or something. Doesn't really work with salmon. But a fresh cut plug through the water early morning ought to get you anything. A lot of people use flashers to attract fish and stuff. I used to do that, but it's not necessary. Just a skinny leader line will get you nice salmon, whatever you put out in that water. But it's got to be like a 10-pound test line. Even though if you're fishing like 50, 60 pounders, like big Chinook, big Tai, doesn't matter. They can see pretty darn good. Unless they went through a bunch of diesel or something, and then they're a little blind. Too funny. But when I'm on the ocean, Yeah, I pick up a lot of crap when I go. I just put it in a bag on land. I don't even care who lives there. I just put it in a garbage bag, and then I've been doing that like on several of the islands, and I noticed it that sometimes when I go by, I'll go and check to see if it's gone. Sure enough, someone picked it up. I'm like, yes. Or an animal dragged it off. Who knows? But I've picked up lots of garbage bags of plastic from the ocean. My God, you wouldn't believe what comes up here. Yeah. Gear Grid 19 says a black and white or red and white rooster tail will catch any fish around. Yeah, rooster tails are nice. Flash tails too. Yep. Even catfish unintentionally. Yep. Gear Grid. And I used to sit in a lawn chair, but put the pole between my knees and read while fishing. Smart. Hey, wild edible. So I woke up this morning and seen a beautiful sunrise an hour late and a foot of snow in the end of the driveway. Well, at least you got to wake up. Now that's the positive. Here I have a little frost, just a little bit of frost. Yeah. Good morning. Yes, good morning. It's the 10th of March. I've been getting warnings to upgrade my computer thingy mabobber or whatever. Warning, warning. I'm like, warning? But what? I got a computer, but I guess it's getting too old. It's like a few years old now. Okay. It's almost like you get you're being programmed. Oh, go spend thousands and get another one. I don't think so. No. Fish around here like red chartreuse or purple. Oh, interesting. Wild edible 7 a.m. sunrise again instead of 6 a.m. I'm a morning person. Yeah, me too. I like getting up and doing things. This morning I got up wherever there was a little pinhole from where a picture was hanging. I filled it in with spackling. I didn't realize there was a lot. I mean, you got a screw in the wall from putting up your Christmas tree to holding it there, and I'm like, oh my God. There's this. So I did that for a little bit when I woke up. I did some yesterday too. It's the living room. I'm revamping the living room. Not that it really super needed it, but a friend of mine comes over and does a lot, and it's kind of like watching people fish, right? Base Place. Wild has had many blessings already. Wild woke up. Wild saw a beautiful sunrise. Great way to start the day. Absolutely. Yes, lots of blessings. Even the white stuff is full of nitrogen, but I missed the ground. Yeah, yeah. I'm going to go turn the heat on here. It's actually getting cold. It's frosty here, so I've got a forced air thing. I'm a jogger. Oh. Yes, lots of blessings. Yeah. Yeah, the snow's got nitrogen in it. My air in my room, my air supply, it's taking out the nitrogen, so I'm getting a lot more pure oxygen. I needed my body was very low on oxygen, so got to oxygenate more, a lot more. 8 Celsius today. Oh, it's only 2 Celsius here right now. Gear says, right on Base Place. I usually enjoy nature while I'm fishing. Sweet. Yeah, I love it. I do love it. So, yeah. Gear Gooden says, or take pics or make a video to share with others. Yep. Yep. We'll be cleaning around the chimney and seeing if the ice will come off soon. Throw a little salt on there, a little bit of whey powder. It'll melt. It's still all really stuck. We just don't want it hitting the chimney coming off. No, no, no. Always remove snow from your roof. There's many tools to do so. Telescopic tool with a rope on it. You tap it in. There's a board. You can make your own and just pull off. As soon as the snows, pull it off. Get it off there. You don't want, especially an older house, you don't want any snow on there. But also, snow is insulation too. So if yeah. Bayes plays Gear Grid in 19 shows how long it has been since I was able to go fishing. Those things were not as easy to do. Yep. Wild edibles, it was -8 Celsius last night. Maybe tap my maples. Oh, I planted the seeds finally, little bits of at a time. Yeah. It's I have lettuce like this big. Well, I'm hoping it's still like that. I had permafrost, and I have a bunch of things coming up, cilantro, that kind of thing. Like when it's cool weather like this, that's when you really hammer the parsley, celery, that kind of thing. When it's nice and cool, they like that cool weather crops. They love it because you try to grow it any other time, it struggles and you struggle. It's kind of like going buying a sick plant at the store. You know it's sick because you looked in the bottom. It's all, the leaves don't look vibrant. You're just buying a problem. By the time we do the driveway, we need someone else to pull it off the roof. Huh. Yuck, soapweed. Yuck. Thank you kindly for all the thumbs up. Today should be an interesting day. I'm going to be doing a little tiny bit of painting. I can't do much. I have to have good airflow because I run out of air. So when I end up back on the machine, that's happened, eh? It helps to have an oxygenating machine and then you just put on a mask or a cup or those little gooey gobby things, and you got more air. And it's amazing what a difference. Your blood pressure goes down. You're not struggling. You're actually getting air. And in this time and age, like, man, you see everybody burning plastic. Well, not everyone, but quite a few. Just in my locale, they have wood stoves, and they're lighting up plastic in the morning to get it going. And the persons or people that are doing it, it's no good to tell them. They already know what they're doing is wrong. They just didn't give a shit. So, Bayes plays cilantro equals soapweed taste wise. I didn't get that. I've heard that before though. What are you painting? Oh, I'm just sprucing up um, a living room in my house. I just had the oak floors redone, so all anywhere there was a pinhole, or something that you put to hang a painting or whatever it is, or you've bumped it, I'll just be doing the spackling, and then my friends come in to paint it anywhere between 10 and noon. It all depends on how many beers he's had the night before. What are you painting? Yep, lots of snow for old bones. That's why we are looking into metal for the one part around the chimney so it cleans off easier. Yeah, it tastes like lemon joy dish soap to me. I've heard of it. I've heard that before about cilantro. I didn't have that problem. I know cilantro takes out a lot of toxins, really takes out a ton of metal from you, really like a ton of. heavy metals and other things too. It's a really nice thing to have is cilantro, and eat lots of it too, and eat it where you can chop it up and have chopped green onions with it, and that really, onions pull out a lot. It's like a big pad. It takes out a lot of toxins. Uh-oh. Start a morning fire? Ain't they ever heard of a night log to throw in the stove so they still be good coals in the morning? Yeah, a lot of people don't know that. A lot of people put in a super dry pine or a super dry fir. No, no. You have to soak it in water a little bit, then it'll burn longer. Yeah. The other half is not steep, so it's easy to do every 10 to 20 years. It can be shingles or something cheap. Oh, okay. Peace Journey. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to see you. Yeah, yeah. Keeping the house warm with different woods, and it's an overnight hardwood that's not super dry. Birch will burn overnight. Green birch, just put a green birch piece in there. That really is good. That's my favorite thing to do. The thing about putting green wood in, you got resins in your chimney, then you need to clean it over time. You got to watch it. You got to be careful. I like cob ovens. This is my favorite. Cob oven, you light it, heats the cob bench or bed inside your cob house. That is the best thing you could ever have. Howdy, howdy. Good morning, everyone. Hey, peace. I had a paint company for about 40 years. Oh, wow. Morning. Hey, babe. Wild edibles, but the steep chimney side of the roof, if we build a deck or something there, then the chimney can go higher, and we can clean it still because we are sturdy up there. It's got a this thing keeps falling off. It's not interrupting you guys, right? But the chimney side of the roof, build a deck or something there, the chimney can go higher and we can clean it because we are sturdy up there. That's a good thing. Oops is saying hello to Peace Journey. Mikey says hi. He's getting ready to do the driveway after another 7. Good for him. Well done. Well, everyone, have a blessed day. You too, Verna. Take care, Vay. Have a great day. Good person, Vay, hey? And put a big maple log on nice bed of coals. We are good for 4 hours. Yeah. Hardwood. Morning gear gridden. Although I might have to restart it after 4 hours, cool but not freezing. Well, you control the airflow, hey? And when you control the airflow, then it will burn slower. It won't burn as fast. Have a great day, Vay. See you, Vay. That's something to look at when you're doing wood heat. You're supposed to have wood heat. That's what it's here for. Right? I don't think we're supposed to have nuclear waste and nuclear energy for electricity. I don't think we're supposed to. Wood will make electricity if you know what you're doing. You'll hear the naysayers go, "Oh, but that's polluting." Well, yeah. Hurry up and wait and get in that line up. Yeah. My chimney needs to go higher for turning down the damper. I forget not everyone has access to good oak firewood. Yeah, oak's the best, or arbutus. Wood heat feels the best to the body and soul. Nothing like it. And you're absolutely correct, Peace Journey. I couldn't say that better myself. A lot of the newer stoves are just thrown together for looks and not for heat. Yeah, I noticed that too. Here, there's rules now. The regional districts like, no, we don't want anybody with wood heat. Really? Yeah, we want everybody with natural gas. Really? Now the directive is, oh yeah, no more natural gas. Everybody get into electric heat. Oh, really? A lot of, yep, but our nighttime logs growing up would barely fit in the stove. Exactly. Exactly. Wood heat's the best, and you can offset that timing of getting up if there's other people in the house. It's their time to get up, or you get your 8 hours sleep before you go to work or whatever, right? You know, a lot of the newer stoves are just thrown together for looks and not for heat. Yeah, Danny Lorraine, they bought a little stove for outside, and I watched their video recently, well, a few days back now, and it was absolutely useless. They only paid $20 for it, and then a couple days later, it went up to $35 because someone bought it, right? And it's just a tin can repurposed. It even had the old handle on it. Yep. A lot of, yep. And gear gridding, but our nighttime logs, yeah, they'd be bigger is better and cut off the air. I was a smart lady, Peace Journey says. My wood stock is handmade by a Canadian gentleman. Oh, very cool. Wild edibles, all I would get is solid cast iron stove, no glass with a flat spot on the top for cooking. Hmm. Wood heat's the best. Yeah. Wood stove, dang, autocorrect. Carrot, auto carrot. Boilers are nice too, but could be run on numerous fuel sources. Yep. Glass doors on stoves get scary to me. Yeah, I didn't feel comfortable looking at glass either, but it's most likely has been tempered to have that heat on it. Well, I hope so. And when you got to have stuff coming from other places around the planet, not everybody has the same safety as you do. Yeah. No, no. My favorite stove was this, and I shouldn't say favorite, but I mean, it was the easiest was a pellet stove. And, it was easy to load up a bag of pellets into it and just turn it on. It worked really good, heated the house really good. The only thing is, if you ran out of pellets, you didn't have wood heat. That was the problem with it. Yeah, glass doors on the stove get scary. Yep, I have plug-in oil heaters. They are nice heat. Very good. Yep, with a hopper. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's correct. Yes, and it was it had it had the you could control the airflow. You controlled how much wood went in through the pellet. The pellet was reasonably priced for a long time, and then all of a sudden it doubled and tripled, and oh, it's like Jesus, out with that stove and in with the old one again. This is how hot Dad kept this house. He kept 2 to 3 windows cracked open a few inches. Oh wow. It's electric heater radiator, not a blower. Blowers make allergies worse and spread all sorts of stuff. Yep. Yep. Yeah, and pellets can get expensive compared to me cutting my own wood. Absolutely. Oops. For sure. I like the glass, but it's a visual medicine for me to watch flames. Absolutely. I love watching the fire and feeling it on my face. Like, here in British Columbia, most of the year you can have a fire except for, June, July, August, September, I wouldn't have one. Because you can have one and the wind comes up and pretty soon the town's going up in smoke. That's happened lots here. Just people don't some people yeah, some people, that's better to say, don't have common sense. So, oh my. I think I'm drinking a full pot of good coffee. Yeah. The glass is not as airtight by design. I saw that too. I seen where all the airflow comes from when there was glass. You know what? Some of them really old stoves that were made really skookum, that it had an oven and up on top you can cook. And that was wood stove. You put your wood on the side there underneath. Oh my God, those were, they're still in use today. Some people still use those. And it's really cool to see. It's like going back in time. It's really cool. Burns wood faster and heat all out the chimney. Yep. Piece, I open the doors and have a screen panel that goes over door frame. Yeah, smart. Smart. Yeah. I have a screen here. I have a wood stove here. I don't use it very much at all, if ever. I don't think ever. I mean, I did, last year or a few years ago too. I did it, but it's I don't like the house smelling like smoke, because the smoke can come down and wafer right onto the house and then inside the house, and I don't like it. I don't like the smell of smoke. I mean, I don't mind smoked salmon or actual smoked salmon out of the smoker, and then the fire outside. I recently made biochar. I made a lot of biochar. Holy schmolians. I made a lot. I was saving up my chop and drop and pieces of wood, and I put it all together underneath the old apple tree in the back, and I kept stacking it there and stacking it there. Well, a few days ago, I dropped a bunch into this big pit I had dug. I didn't dig it. I had someone dig it for me. And I was putting in all the kitchen waste and stuff. And I thought, okay, let's just put some wood chips on top of that and have a biochar day. And how I make biochar is I just put it out. I burn a lot of wood for, say, a couple, 3 hours, and then I just let it burn down where you can see the chunks. Then I just hit it with the hose, and as long as the resins are out of the wood, you can directly sew that once it's loaded. And I've seen a lot of people, they put in biochar makers, and that's all good if that's what you want to do. But it's to me, it's not necessary for such as urban food forest. If I had a bigger area, I would make something like that. But the amount that I need to go on the forest floor here to make a biochar maker and smoke everybody out around here, I don't think so. So I put it on dry, and the wood's nice and aged and dry, and then it incinerates right away, and that way there's no smoke going to my neighbors, and that's how I make my biochar. And I do that a few times, 2 or 3 times a year, and then you'll hear, oh, you only need a certain amount of biochar, blah blah blah. Well, you know what, I use biochar for many reasons, many reasons. I like to load it with nutrients. I like to have it out there without the nutrients so the microbes live in there. It's microbes are, the biology of the soil. I like it out there because it's rough, and snails and slugs don't like to get it onto themselves because it wears a hole in them. And the list is really endless. You know, it really is endless. And so biochar and wood ash I do that every year, couple 3 times a year. And then in this, just before spring, before I do any mass forest floor planting, I'll go around, throw that wood ash everywhere. And what that does is anything migrating like snails and slugs, they don't do it for very long. And that's what you want. You want nice clean food. You don't want looking at your nice lettuce head and it's like, I don't want to spray either. I don't spray anything. Wild edibles. I have it open when I start it, and watching it then is nice. Then close it up and go upstairs. I'm not sitting in the basement all day. we still. I think I should have my furnace ductwork cleaned again. Ooh, I have, yeah. Oops, we still have an old cook stove. Nice. I even built water tanks that hang on sides and back that keep the 40-gallon of water hot. Comes in handy for grid down baths. I bet, hey. I bet that's fantastic. Now that's what's supposed to happen. That's how you're supposed to live. And along comes, the salesman. Oh, here's a hot water tank. And there goes that wood stove that heats up your hot water because it's more convenient to just turn the tap on. If you have that, you'll always be very happy. And that water is special. Here, there's rules. You're not allowed to have hot water warm coming off a wood stove. There's all kinds of these crazy ass rules. We have an air quality control. Yeah, no kidding. Hey, oops. Board here and have to get permits from fire department to burn anything, but they spray the skies every day and no board stops them. Yeah, yeah. It's better to get forgiveness than ask for permission for doing just about anything that's normal. Just saying. Right? What are you going to do? Right? I love black coffee. It stains the heck out of your teeth, though, I'll tell you. You can scrub your teeth and, look at those pearly whites. And then as soon as you have a coffee, look at those brown, yellowy teeth. Yeah, a board is for control. Here we have lots of them. We have the wheat board. They control your wheat. But then again, I don't eat wheat. And then you have the dairy board. Okay. Then you have the blueberry board. Holy schmolies. And, they all set the prices. And you think, there's no tariffs for stuff. Well, there's subsidies, tariffs, and the shit's killing people. Just saying. Enteric coated fertilizer that slow releases. That's all full of freaking plastic and machines that just pollute the place. So it's what can you do about it? Go back to the land, make your soil, and growing a bit of food, or if you've got money, employ someone to grow your food for you. Then you know what you're getting. Trust is tough. Pilgrim, good morning, Pilgrim. There you go, Pilgrim. You got your jacket. Make sure that is Pilgrim. Go to channel. And Big Bada Boomba, it is a very nice channel. Outdoor growing. Good morning. That's why spring and fall I do all my oven cooking saving on wood using electric heat and the oven. Peace Journey says, hi, Pilgrim. I'm glad I don't have too many issues with wood here. It's tricky to get insurance over a certain amount of wood burned. You can't get insurance. Yes, we have an air quality control. Aircraft to control. It's interesting because the more freedom that a person loses, the less likely they're going to be happy. Yeah. Saving the world's great. Saving your own is even better. Got to start somewhere, right? Pilgrim saying hello to Peace and Oops. Good morning. Yep, good morning. Good Monday morning, 7:36 a.m. in the Pacific Northwest, 2025, March 10th. Oh. Sure does. Well, Oops. I like what you're growing outside. I cut way back on that. I only smoke one Sam a day, and that's when I get up and have my coffee. So I don't need a big pile, and I used to give it away, and People wanted it. I gave it to them, but I'm growing more flowers and food now, concentrating on that. I've always grown, the food forest grows a lot of food anyway. Even if I didn't plant anything, tomatoes would come up by themselves. Salmon grows by itself. The berry bushes all grow. Raspberries, the fruit trees, the nut trees. Even if I wasn't here, it'd still grow until, some people bought the place and then bulldozed it. that happened. I've seen it. What a shame. What a shame. Beautiful old fruit trees and just bulldoze. Oh, no time for that. I always snuck in and rescued a few over the years, but you know what? I can't be doing that anymore. I'm done. I've rescued pears, apples, ones I liked from the bulldozer. Even rhodos and rhododendrons and azaleas I've rescued. It's a lot of fun rescuing trees and plants that you've enjoyed for years, but you know it's going to get bulldozed. And here they bulldozed everything, and then they planted this geodesic house build. And let's get a rollout lawn and throw up a lawn sprinkler. That doesn't work. You're adding to the problem. Laugh Out Loud was about to say the salmon will go feral and become wild salmon. Yeah, that already has happened. Lots of years I go out there, and you know what? It's pretty darn good stuff. It came from that Black Alaskan stuff years ago. Yeah, the Ruderella strain. Yeah, because that grows wild here. That grows wild just about anywhere. I seen it up in the Okanagan before. That was really weird. You go up with your tray on the mountainside, and you've got your stored water that you've collected, and you grow your little patch, right? Get up there, you're doing this year after year, and all of a sudden, what? It's like 3-4 feet tall. What? But it's it's leftovers from the Hungarian. It was a hemp type sativa, big huge plants. But yeah, it'll grow wild here on Lasqueti Island. It's just there's lots there. Peace Journey, yep, makes camping on a certain waterway very attractive around some parts. Yeah, I bet, hey. Yeah, in some places you got to be real careful. Like in Japan, it's illegal to smoke a joint or even have pot or anything like that. It's a no-no. And then in some countries, they off with his head. Oh, wow. Avoid that place, right? I knew a guy that had a pocket knife and he was cutting hash, And in there's a little groove that you'd put your fingernail in and pop out the knife out of the Swiss Army knife, right? Well, when he was cutting the hash, he cleaned the knife, but that little groove, and they took it out. He was going through an airport and over in the Asia there, did 4 long years for that. I knew another guy that got caught with seeds and roaches like 40 years ago, going across the Washington state line, and they found the roach in the ashtray that his brother left. And he had a brand new Ford Bronco. It was nice. He had to pay for that for years, but he never got to drive it. So it's a pretty serious thing with these controllers, as Hoops would say. Yeah. I think Verna might have left, eh? I think she may have. Let's have a look. Yep. Doesn't say Wild's even here anymore. Huh. It says a bunch of people in here, but Groovy Stash Groove. Yeah, dang teenage me. Yep. But it's the cleanest waterway around, so go figure it cleans up. Hey. Don't be putting dots down without me here. Yeah, see, when I looked at the participants, it didn't say Wild was here still. Wonder if it's still there now. Participants. Yeah, it says Wild's there now, and Oops, and Peace Journey. But I think even Pilgrim's still here. I was hanging my pots in the window. Oh, is that what you're doing? I always throw up kind of an alarm when people tell me what they're doing, and like for a reason being. Oh, your pot's in the window. Okay, I understand sunlight. Yeah, I always have to have the reason being. And when you see someone provide a reason being, I really why do you need to say a reason being where you're at? You know, there's always something to that. Maybe it doesn't show after they haven't said anything in so much time. That's possible, Gear. That I think that's what it is. I love the hanging pots. I made really handy when you have cats, but I still might need to add protection. Yeah. Well, the thing is, cats are going to need a place to go to the bathroom if you provide it to them outside or your kitty litter box. I don't provide anything. I let them go into the forest floor. I mean, that's a luxury I have, and I feed the feral ones that come here, and then I've over the years, a couple, three of them I've adopted that I've even bought inside. But for me, I like them to live outside. That's where it's at. I'm thinking about pop bottle sides, but with airflow holes. That pop bottle grows a lot of food. So you can tie a bunch in, put it there instead of having one. You're doing vertical uh, gardening. But wherever you are on the planet, you should be able to do make sprouts and have microgreens. There's no reason it's made in a jar every day. Make a new one, and then when one comes to sprouting, and every day you have one after that, and you don't need much like mung beans or lentils or something like that, or garlic seed or alfalfa, whatever it is, rice even. You only need like just a little bit to cover the bottom of the mason jar. Wash it and rinse it off every day with a bit of water and watch it grow. It's not rocket science. It's really super easy, hey? Yeah, pop bottles are good. Yeah, they're very good. I have two cats that go in and out. The barn kittens I got long ago for my boy. He had a mouse problem here. Yeah, then there's no mouse problem anymore, especially if you don't feed them feral cats for a little bit. Well, there's some action there. We use bottles hanging that we grow in. Absolutely. Oh, yeah. Strawberries love that too. I love sprouts. Yeah, me too. I wish I had done more this winter, but I realized it doesn't have to be winter to make those. But that's when I always did before. So I don't drink pop, but I saved a few company had. I like those 2 liter ones and just tie a bunch together and make holes in it. I haven't done that for a while either, but they break down. They're not, I've seen them break down too. After just a few years, they fall apart. But at least it's recycling somewhat. We used to have this plastic recycler here. They would make like land surveying pegs and 2x4s for benches and picnic tables. Anyway, they got the boot, and you had to deliver your plastics there to Sintel. That's what it was called. And you're like your plastic bags, your milk jugs, and stuff like that, right? And now that's gone. You have to throw your plastic bag into the garbage here, and and your milk jug, if it's not cleaned, it gets rejected. You got to have clean milk jug, and you pay money for that too. Hey, you're a hefty little penny too. Wild Edibles, you are a gracious host. Yep, yes, yes, she is. Yes, 2 liter. When I do it, I will make a video. Yeah, I just watched your coin video. That was pretty cool. Yes, 2 liter. When it, yep. Wild Edibles, you are a gracious host. I buy beer for guests, don't drink it myself. Yeah, I'm not a beer fan either. I'd buy it for guests as well. Oops, these bottles last about 2 years before they are too far gone to stay hanging. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, Bill, I just watched a couple of your videos. You're making some kind of gadgets with your machine. That's about all I got out of it. A lot of coffee. I'm going to get one. Bill's here. Hi, Bill. I'll be right back. Good morning, puppy dogs. Oh, hey, Bill. 12. What did I miss? Hi, Bill. Peace Journey. Nice to see you. Newfound. Good morning from Oops. Nice to see you this morning. Yep. Well, afternoon in Newfoundland. Well, afternoon. Well, it's 8. Yeah, so it'd be noon. Yeah. Oh, I'm not that great. I don't usually buy pop either, but I needed the bottles and it was on sale. Another friend brings her pop, so she knows I don't have any here. It's just coffee or whatever. I have tea. Can't go wrong with that. Peace Journey. Growing in wicking containers, but they are not portable nor for small spaces. Oh, very cool. I've heard of that. Coffee pot never empties here, so help yourself. That just might happen. Hi, Howie. I replaced the soil in my citrus trees. I watched that latest video you just put up about the calamondin. Looks very healthy. Nice little calamondins on there. Hey, very nice. Well done, Bill. I try to do that every few years. It's growing well. Yes, yes, growing very well. Well done. You have citrus. Wild edibles. You're welcome, Bill. Wild edibles. I like to make drinks from my filtered water with mint leaves, citrus juice, ginseng, sliced fruit. I set up bottles for the day with different flavors to taste. Oh, very cool. Very cool, Howie. If you come over, I will grind the good beans. You go ahead and enjoy. Oops. There was movement. Oh, the flock of mallards just landed on the roof over here. They have swimming pools and stuff. Must be full of water because there was a good dozen mallards. Just you see them walking over on the roof sometimes. I watched you. I watched you make that license plate. That was pretty funny, Bill. That was really cool. I thought that was awesome. Grind the good. Oh my God! Stop. Peace Journey sounds so good. Yep. Peace Journey, wild edibles I like to make drinks from my filtered water with mint leaves, citrus juice, ginseng, and sliced fruit. I set up bottles for the day with different flavors to taste. That's fantastic. That's very cool. Now, Bill, you're absolutely right. Very, very good. Laugh out loud like that did, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the license plate one, that was pretty cool. It said Ontario or something. I don't remember it all, but I did watch it. It was fun. And I watched a couple of other your vids too. They look shorts. Yeah. I like that. Yep. Oh, very nice. I would like that. But my friends would not be into that. Maybe one. Worst case, Ontario. That's right. That's pretty funny. In Ontario, they have high cases of cancer, hey? More than anywhere else in Canada. Yeah. I am lazy when I'm thirsty. Will go for anything ready made in the fridge. I am lazy when I'm thirsty. Will go for anything ready made in the fridge. Ah, interesting. No way. Okay, no way. Sorry, missing something, Bill. Caveman found me chamomile cinnamon. I'm going to share with our friends down the road. Nice. Say hi to the caveman for me. Cheers. So I have to set up drinks or we'll guzzle sodas. It's been 20, 30 years since I drank pop. Couldn't do it. Wouldn't do it. I'm going to grow as many pea vines this year as I can. I think I can. I think I can, said the little train. Cheers. Cheers, Peace Journey. Well, chamomile cinnamon tea is very healthy. Very, very healthy. Yeah, pea vines are really cool, hey? As long as you keep the peas picked, they keep on giving. There's great. Nitrogen fixer, too. They're really sweet, hey? Peas, they're really sweet. A lot of sugar in them. Yep. Well, sweet peas, right? I love peas. Yeah, me too. Yes, cancer is pretty bad here. We run lots of cancer hospitals. Two big wings started in the last 10 to 20 years. Yeah, in Ontario. That's where all the, you know, they spray heavily for bugs and stuff there, hey? And you got nuclear plants there, they got a lot of mines, runoffs. Gotta be careful. A lot of radon in the soil, gas in the basement. Yeesh. Newfound drone production. I love peas. Me too, Bill. Can't eat there's a sweet pea here that just you don't eat. You can't eat. It's too bitter. Oh, hey, Jay Dixon. Have to focus on Gardner Scott live now. Bye all. Okay. Well done. Put up Gardner Scott's link if you'd like. I think I've been to his channel a couple, 3 times. It's a very good channel. A lot of knowledge there. Oops, newfound watch for drunk wasp sucking on the vines. Newfound watch for drunk wasp sucking on the vines. Flying drunk is not good for humans trying to dodge them. Oops. Jay Dixon, you're still here? Yeah. He joins us sometimes. I doubt how he would mind. He joins us sometimes. Don't let that door hit you on the way out. Jay Dixon, bye. Why announce someone else's live in here? Question. Oh yeah, Gardner Scott's a really good live stream, Bill. It's all good. They're just just saying it's all good with me. It's all good. Have a sugar cane soda supply nearly an addiction. Try to only have one a day. Yeah. Easy on the sugar. Much love, Bill. Else live here is my question. Spreading some good info. That's about it. Lots of different chems used in the last 100 years for farming, industry, mining, etc. Don't let the door hit you. Easy, Bill. Yes, Jay Dixon, that is a legacy to leave behind. I know you are, Bill, and I appreciate the love. They're right back at you. Arkansas woodcutter. But yeah, put up Gardner Scott. He's I listen to him a lot. I just sit and listen because he knows what he's talking about, man, and he's very accurate with the gardening scene and the community. Like an outstanding teacher, very outstanding, and that's what Jay Dixon's talking about. They're just part of the community. It's not coming on till like I think it's 8 o'clock or something. I go there. I love it. And then thank you very much there, Bill. Much love. No, yeah. I assist and promote. Yeah. Just yeah. Arkansas woodcutter. Just dropping in like a toast to say hey and love you all. Have a great day, peeps. Well, let's go and see who you are. I think I've been to your channel before. And yes, I have. And I'm needed bringing brick for woodcutter. Well, I'll come back and have a look later there. I'm not subscribed to you, but I am now. My grandma's parents used to use DDT on the chickens. Ooh, for lice and mites. My grandmother used it as a kid, not allowed, but did it anyway because no one wanted to. Stuff like that happened all the time. Right. Yeah. Gardner Scott. Yes. Medicinal plants and flowers. Ooh, sweet. Always a good show over there. I love it. Where are you? Jay Dixon. Okay. Yeah, okay. Jay Dixon. Thanks, Hal. Gotta go. See you, Jay. Take it easy. After I shut down, I might even drop by. Gardner Scott is good. Howie took us there a few times, but I love Howie, and my time visiting with him is my favorite indulgence. All you're very kind. Wild edibles. She lived a long time, but did have breathing problems and maybe more problems from it. Yeah. Arkansas woodcutter says hello to wild edibles and says hello back. And Peace Journey Gardner Scott is good, Howie. I know. Took us a few times, but I love Howie. Yeah. Yeah, oh yeah. I love that Gardner Scott show. And I love you too, Peace Journey. I love everybody. And I understand where Bill's coming from. But yeah. It's all good. I love going to see other channels, and if I thought there was a disrespectful thing there, I probably could maybe figure it out. Peace Journey, I have to agree. How is it? Yeah, you too, Bill. I learned lots from you, Bill, and you're a good guy. Gives out the best of info, in my opinion. Very well experienced and informed. Well, I'm just a parrot, Bill. Repeat what I see. If it's any good, that's all anybody can do. It was neat seeing that license plate yesterday being made. That was neat. Reminded me of like if you like you see in movies and stuff, people in prison making license plates. I'm like, you just don't see that. Like it just I was just like, this is pretty cool, man. Yeah. Yeah. It was very cool to see. And then I watched your calamond, and they look really tight and green. The leaves look vibrant. Looks like it took well. And you had the roots sticking out just a bit for the air to go over. It had very ideal conditions. Do you ever move that outside, Bill? Like put it in the shade to harden it off for like summer and stuff? I should make you one if I had more blanks. Huh. Oh, you have to have, I guess you would. You'd be like a t-shirt. Sometimes Smart. Oh yeah, that's a tough one to get used to. You gotta have to harden it up into semi-shade, semi-sunshade, partial sun day, and yeah, and then timing too. And it's really interesting to see. Put it outdoors. Put it outdoors. Yep. Yes, made me want a license plate made, and it did remind me of the prison season movie. I know, right? I think I lagged out then. Oh, yeah, yeah, Peace Journey, absolutely. That's exactly my take on it too. It was totally out of the blue. I wasn't expecting that at Bill's. I knew he was making things like with the laser printer and stuff, but I don't know much about that. But it looked interesting, and I've received gifts that were made on one of those, and I have gone to see it done at an art show. They were making things, and an in-law sent me some made things like a box where you could pull the tissue out or the toilet roll you put inside it and it pulls out. Oh my God, Bill. I was in jail, not in prison. So it's not a skill I learned inside. Oh my God. Can happen to anyone. Yep. Vince. Well, hello, Vince. I think I've been to your channel before. And I am subscribed. Yeah. And a chocolate brownie. Ooh, that looks nice with pumpkin seeds on it. It looks like pepintos. Yeah, I've been to your channel. It's a cool channel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello. There you go. Give you a jacket while you're here. And if you want to go and look around and say hello to people, you certainly may, Vince. I've been to your channel. Actually, over the years, I've seen you around a couple times. Me neither. Friend has a printer, not sure if it's the kind of a 3D, need to be curious. He has a sawmill that still has me bedazzled. Interesting. Very interesting. Bill says hi to Retro Gamer. Vince the Retro Gamer. I take it that Vince must be French. Cool. Very cool. And Peace Journey is saying hello to Vince. Hello. Cheers. Greetings. There you go. Vince is real. A lot of people come in and they're not real. But he certainly is. Excuse me. Pardon me. Bill says, I used to 3D print, but I found myself printing things I wouldn't buy at the dollar store. So I sold it. I don't support that. Oh, interesting. Thank you all for the thumbs up. Well, I'm getting on to my second hour here and I must go. It was nice to see you all. Thank you all for being here. And perhaps we'll see you tomorrow. Perhaps have a good day. Have a great day wherever you are. I'm going flying. Oh, nice. Oh, nice. You're going to fly your drone. Y'all have a good You too there, Gear Gridden. And that was a good tip that you put out there, Gear, that if someone's not chatting, maybe that's why they're not in that participant section on the YouTube here. I didn't, kind of thought about it, but I didn't really. You were first. You'll have a good new year. Yep. Cheers, Shawnee Groves. Y'all take care. Just on my way out. Got a full day ahead of me. Perhaps we'll see you tomorrow. End stream now. See you, Bill. Wild. Peace Journey. See you, Peace Journey. And yeah, Retro Gamer. Nice to see you again. Take care. Gear. End stream now. Later all. There we go. And that's over.